maximum goals. That's my goal. And try to score at least 15 points today. Well, I'm not starter. So let's try. You know me. Hurry up. Hurry up. What you doing? Hurry up and ding. Ding 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 ding.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. Dallas playing for the home crowd again tonight. This game an interesting matchup for them, facing another middle-of-the-pack team. They're looking to take a step forward. This is the type of game that they've got to measure the progress with.
Checking out Dallas and looking at where they are, they've been solid this year. I mean, they've got to be pretty pleased with how things have worked out for them so far.
Well, Clark, I think coming into the season, everybody thought they would be pretty good, but maybe not this good. I mean, they've been rock solid. They're competitive every single night. This is a very good basketball team.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. And Stevenson. Biombo is checked in for Jefferson. Dishes to Kid Gilchrist.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Brooks checked in for the Hornets.
Let's see the stat sheet here. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. He's getting around 16 points a game, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing it. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their success rate from the stripe this season about 77%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Chandler with the block. Nobody near Stevenson. It's good from long range. Stevenson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist, second overall pick back in 2012. And Clark, as you know, an NCAA champion. You saw it firsthand with Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, I like his disposition, and I love his motor. I mean, his defense, his size, athleticism. He's an excellent rebounder for his position and size. He can defend up to 3 or 4 positions on the court. You know, you look at him, and I don't like to compare guys, Kevin, but, you know, he reminds me a bit of a young Gerald Wallace type.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. White, he's checked in for Chandler. Aminu comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Parsons. And Devin Harris subbed in for Monte Ellis. For Zeller, Henderson comes in for Gilchrist. And Gary Neal subbed in for Lance Stevenson. And here we go. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk just for a bit. He told me that they're ready for an exciting game, going up against a team that's certainly capable of filling it up in a hurry. But he said we can't get so carried away trying to score with them that we get away from playing tough, gritty defense. If you slack off even a little bit, they can really go off.
Oh my God.
Guys, we'll see if they can strike the right balance and even the series. Back to you.
Great, thank you, Doris. And guys, it's probably a good idea to be cognizant of the need to contain this offense they're up against here.
And to contain it early, Kevin. I mean, they're capable of getting off to very fast starts. So defensively, you've got to be ready.
And I'm sure that was a big part of what he was talking about in the locker room, guys. Being prepared from the start.
Brandon Wright, the former 8th.
You better than that.
Not tonight, I'm not.
Niche in the league. He wasn't sure what he was when he arrived, but he's a backup big. He's a diver. He's an offensive rebounder.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Wright. Nowitzki comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Parsons checked in for Jefferson. And it's Ellis in for Jameer Nelson. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Biombo. And Stevenson's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Brooks subbed in for Gary Neal. Setting the floor for the Hornets, Brooks. He's in at point guard. MKG and Marvin Williams holding down the forward spots. Cody Zeller out there with Lance Stevenson.
And Wright, because he's light-weighted, can struggle in matchups with stronger opponents. But he is a shot blocker. His length really helps him in pick-and-roll situations.
Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Parsons got his first 2 for the night. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And for Wright, it seems like he'll always be slight of build, but he hasn't been one to chafe over his playing time. He just focuses on playing well in the minutes he earns.
And that one's good. 6 points for Brooks.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together. Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
He kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Kidd-Gilchrist gets a screen from Brooks. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Stevenson. Out to Brooks. Tries a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Hornets trail by 5. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. And so here's Charlotte. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Harris against Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler with the defensive effort.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that. But, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season.
Shoots from the baseline. Good as the jump shot falls. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter. 1:56 left in the first half of the game. Harris against Brooks. Harris kicks to Nowitzki. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, and given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Chandler. Aminu comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Nelson is subbed in for Harris. Charlotte also making some changes. Jefferson comes in for Williams. And it's Henderson for Kidd-Gilchrist. And so Zeller nails both of them. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place. And they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
Here's Brooks. Second chance.
I didn't finish it, but damn.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
Aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear. Small market team. They're usually at the bottom.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Dallas. They're up by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, what has been the key to enabling your team to control the tempo of this game throughout this first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked in a sense. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
It all came together in that first 24 minutes. Tyson, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris, and folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. I like how many points we were able to generate from the paint in the half. Our offense should have a nice balance.
And now the third quarter about to get going. It's been one outstanding game from Jameer Nelson.
Let's see what you got, son.
And so here is Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas, Dirk and Chandler up front. Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward. And it's Nelson in at the 1 spot. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Here's Zeller. No luck. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. And the Hornets making a change here. Brooks checked in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Back to Stevenson. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. Lance Stevenson is second.
That list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. And the way these guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is really a thing of beauty.
And, Steve, if you want to take your place among the great shooting guards in the NBA, you have to be able to do more than score. You got to pass it as well. And a lot of these guys can't.
And he gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
You just looked at us as the measuring stick. They've been by far the better team.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block.